Every once in a while, I think someone left the floodlight on in the backyard, and I look outside the window to discover the floodlight isn't on. The moonlight is. It's one of those really impressive full moon nights. The most beautiful one that my wife and I had, I think, was when we were on a vacation in the mountains. Our cabin was nestled in this quiet valley next to a gentle little stream. Well, not long after dark, I noticed that the valley was ablaze with light. The full moon was rising in the eastern sky, and it was casting this celestial glow over everything. It was perfectly positioned in the sky to just totally illuminate the valley we were in. But then something made me realize what I was really looking at. And I said as we stood on the porch in admiration, you know, that moon really isn't producing any light at all, honey. It's just reflecting the light of the sun. Well, I'm Ron Hutchcraft, and I want to have a word with you today about surprisingly competent. Now, our word for today from the Word of God, it's from 2 Corinthians 3:18. Paul says, "And we who with unveiled faces all reflect the Lord's glory are being transformed into his likeness with ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit." Now, see, as followers of Jesus Christ, we're supposed to light our world, right? And God has positioned you where you work or live or go to school or where you shop. He's put you there to make a difference, a Jesus difference, by your love and your joy and your Jesus treatment of people. See, you're supposed to light up what would otherwise be a much darker environment. But we're like the moon. We have no glory of our own. This verse says we reflect Jesus' glory. He says it in another way in chapter 4, verse 7. We have this treasure in jars of clay so that the all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. See, anything we do for the Lord, it's all God. Now, we should be a lot brighter, I think, than we are. Oh, there are a lot of important things he wants to do through you. But maybe you're not making nearly the difference you should be making. And it's probably because of one basic spiritual misunderstanding about who is the sun and who is the moon. Maybe these are things you've been asked to do for the Lord, but you're afraid to say yes because, well, you feel inadequate. You want people around you to hear about Jesus, but you haven't said anything because you're afraid you'll mess it up. God is putting before you some ways he wants you to make a difference, but you keep shrinking back. But see, you're missing something. You're not the sun. You don't have to produce the power or the words or the strength or the light to pull it off. It's Jesus who does the work. He's only asking you to be available. He knows you and I can't produce the light. That's his job. He just wants you to be in a position to reflect his light onto the people around you. Doesn't that take a lot of pressure off? I mean, that means you can help somebody be in heaven with you someday. In chapter 3, verse 5 in 2 Corinthians, he says, "Not that we are competent in ourselves to claim anything for ourselves, but our competence comes from God. He has made us competent." See, you can dare to step up to the responsibility that would be impossible if it depended on you. It doesn't. It depends on the Son of God. This reflected glory neutralizes our feelings of inadequacy and pride. Listen, maybe you've begun to feel a little prouder of the kind of Christian you've been or some of the things you've done for the Lord. Newsflash, you haven't done them. I'm just, a glowing piece of rock. It's all Jesus, reflecting his glory through you. Why are you taking any credit for it? If the sun were to go out some full moon night, we would immediately know where the light's been coming from all along and how little the moon has to do with it. The light of the Son of God never goes out, and he chooses to reflect in your valley through your life, your personality, your abilities, even your weaknesses. Isn't that amazing? You can light up your world with light that doesn't come from you, but from the very Son of God himself.